Hi everyone, Whitney Morrison here from Holistic Money. Today I'm going to talk with you about why having multiple checking and savings accounts can help you better manage your money. I created a system called Holistic Money Mapping, and what that is that helps you create a connection between your budget and your life. So I created money mapping because budgeting never worked for me. I found myself doing really well in months 1 and 2, but by the time month 3, 4, 5 came around, I was just feeling exhausted by the process. I thought that there were too many spending categories, too many restrictions, and too much maintenance. Money mapping takes a different approach to managing your money. It creates broad spending categories and accounts to match. It gives you quick feedback on how you're doing throughout the month. So instead of managing 6, 7, 10 spending categories, you're only managing 2. In today's video, I want to go over my money map account structure and begin to show you how using multiple checking and savings accounts can really begin to help. Now, everyone's money map is going to look a bit different. So as you're looking at my money map, keep that in mind. It works for people in all different situations. So whether you're a small business owner, you're working to pay off a bunch of debt, or you're looking to buy your first investment property, or you're married or unmarried, a money map can and will work for you. As you can see, this is the account structure for my holistic money map. I have 5 checking accounts, 4 savings accounts, and 4 investing accounts. I'm going to go through and give a quick description of each of these accounts, so start to think about whether or not this account could work for you in your money map. My first account is my personal habits account. Now, this is the account that I use for my personal expenses that I do not share with my partner. So things like lunches when I'm at my office, going out to eat by myself or with my friend, any of my personal spending purchases like clothes, shoes, makeup, all of the things that I have that are my personal spending expenses. Now, I carry around a debit card for this account, and literally I didn't peel off the sticker, like it still says Whitney's Habits on there. So I very easily know which debit card it is when I am out and about and spending on myself. What I do throughout the month is I check the balance of this bank account by just logging in and seeing, okay, how much money do I actually have in here? It's kind of like my personal allowance. Whenever I'm really looking to make financial change or slow down on how much money that I'm spending, this is the first place I will look. But instead of just making that decision like randomly throughout the month, I will just reduce the amount of money that I put into this account on a monthly basis and redirect it somewhere else. Account number 2 is my joint habits account. Now, this is the account that my partner and I share together. We both put a certain amount of money in on a bi-weekly basis, and we use this account to purchase our shared expenses. So our groceries, going out to eat together, our entertainment, anything that it is that we do together that we spend on together. This has been amazing for our relationship because we stopped the back and forth, Venmoing each other. One person pick up the check some of the time and another person pick up the check the rest of the time. We just took out the back and forth and had a conversation around how much money per month we felt comfortable contributing to our shared lifestyle expenses. Now, as we've integrated our life more and more, we've put more and more money into this account. And the reason why is because we do more things together. So we live together, we buy all of our groceries together. So we've slowly started redirecting more money from our individual accounts into our joint habits account since our lives are becoming more merged. My third bank account is my individual bills account. This account is for, you guessed it, all of my individual bills. Some of the things that I pay for that my partner and I don't share are my car insurance, my car payment, my personal subscriptions that I have, anything that is a bill that I incur that my partner does not. Now, all of these bills are on auto pay, so really I just put the money in and the rest is taken care of from there. So it's super simple and it keeps things super clear when I'm looking at my expenses versus my partner's. My fourth account is my joint bills account. So these are all the bills that I do share with Craig. So things like our mortgage, our utilities, our internet, our lawn service, our housekeeping service, all of that goes into our joint bills account. Now, we split this account 50-50, so we each put in enough money on a bi-weekly basis to cover the cost of all of our shared bills. Just like my individual bills account, this account is completely automated and on auto pay, and it's really a simple account to manage. My fifth account is my home renovation account. This is a joint account with Craig. We both put the same amount of money into this account on a monthly basis. We decided that we want to slowly make improvements to our house while we're living here. So what we do, instead of taking a big chunk of our savings to do one big renovation, is we've decided to spread it out over time while we're living here. We use our home renovation account to pay for any structural or design changes that we make to our house. And it's been a great way for Craig and I to manage our renovation budget and our renovation timeline. Now I'm going to move over to my savings accounts. My first saving account is my emergency fund. So this is an individual account that I keep specifically for my personal emergencies. I have $10,000 in this account and I will not overfund that account with any more money. $10,000 is my emergency fund goal. I do still contribute to this account on a monthly basis just to keep myself in the habit of putting money into this account. But as long as I haven't had to dip into my emergency fund and I don't need to replenish it, I just end up using that money for something else. It's kind of like my bonus money. I do want to keep contributing to this account though, because in the event that I do have emergency, I want to have a plan to continue to refill my emergency fund. So right now it's kind of like bonus money, but I do know at some point I'm going to use my emergency fund for something, right? That's what it's there for. So I want to make sure that I'm prepared to refill it when the time comes. My second savings account is my investment property account. So this is to save for a down payment for an investment property. So this is just something that we have on auto pay, and we just fill this account up as we start to look around for our next property. My third savings account is a travel account. This is also a shared account with Craig. We both contribute on a monthly basis and we use it for our travel expenses. Very similar to our home renovation account, we like to make sure that we accumulate enough money into this account before we make any big travel plan. My last account is my dream account. And this is what I use for my personal and professional dreams. So if there's any kind of education that I want to do, if there's any kind of investment that I want to make in myself or in my business, I always make sure to pull it from this dream account. Most likely, if I don't need my emergency fund contribution, I end up bringing that down into my dream account to support my dreams and invest in myself and my professional and personal development in the future. The last section of my money map that I'm going to talk about are my investments. So my first investment account is a 401k, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with. I put a combination of pre-tax and post-tax dollars into my 401k. My goal is to max this account out on an annual basis. It doesn't always happen, although that is what I'm working towards today. My second account is my backdoor Roth IRA, which was really just a Roth IRA. I've used this in the past when I made less money, but now I'm over the income limits to be able to contribute. So at this point, the only way I can put money into my Roth IRA, which I definitely want to do and I still try to do, is through my non-deductible traditional IRA, my third investment account. The way that I do this is through what's called a backdoor Roth conversion. So I'm eligible to contribute to a non-deductible traditional IRA. So I will max that out on an annual basis, and then immediately I will conduct what is called a backdoor Roth. And what this does is it just moves it from that traditional IRA into that Roth IRA. And why do I want to do that? I want to do that because I want to go ahead and pay taxes today and be able to take this money out of this account in the future on a tax-free basis. Now you want to make sure right when you put the money into the non-deductible traditional IRA that you go ahead and execute your backdoor Roth conversion. The reason why is because if you wait and your money starts to grow, then you will actually have to pay taxes on the gains. My last investment account is my play account. So this is just an account that I put a small amount of money into on a monthly basis to buy and sell companies that I'm interested in. Sometimes I do really well and I pick great companies, and sometimes I really suck and pick companies that aren't great. Now, it is not something I rely on for the future. I'm really measured in terms of how much money that I put into here because I understand it is my highest risk investment account. The reason why is because I don't think about asset allocation, I don't think about my timeline. I just go in there and choose companies that I think are undervalued, that I think are gonna grow in the future. And that's it. That makes up my holistic money maps. I have my lifestyle, I have my future me, and I have my investment accounts. It takes a holistic look of balancing today with tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this video. You were able to understand how multiple checking and savings accounts may help you achieve your financial goals. Like I said, I'm holding a training on June 20th, and I hope to see you there so you can start working on building your personalized money map. Make sure to subscribe below and leave a comment, and I hope to see you around.